Welcome to the Pinball Party podcast. No plan. So let's do this. There's been a lot of pinball news recently, and I've been reading from afar. I use the internet, AOL, dial-up. I read the shit. I read the shit on Nap. And that's probably about it, I think. Yeah. Haven't done this in a couple weeks. Work's been busy. What's actually been happening, Mabel, you've heard from, Rate That Crunch or Pinball Pantry. Sometimes she eats stuff. If you listen closely, she's eating in the other room. AOL.com, wax. She's eating a yak stick. Anyway, she had surgery 2 days ago. A couple little mast cells removed. I don't want to get into it because it's the worst, but she's healing. She's got a drain tube in one of her legs, and she's doing that. So fuck that shit. Eat shit cancer. But I think she'll do fine. So I'm dog sitting and not moving at all. I haven't been able to go to the gym because I have to watch her, and I'm fucking going crazy. So let's stream and talk about pinball. So I guess for the... what is it? The Twippies are no longer allowing media people. Is that right? I know that's right. I got an email that's saying that the Twippy Awards we're no longer qualifying. Blah 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 blah. Let's read this actually. Let's get into how fucking funny that is. So. Is this in response to Canada? Who fucking knows? And who cares? But I think it's... oh, look, it's my email, so please steal my shit. With input from the Twippy Committee, as well as members of the pinball community, I have decided that the Twippy Pinball Awards will no longer include any media categories. I determined that these categories were no longer meeting our mission of celebrating the pinball hobby and were instead lending to a toxic environment within the community. I'm very sorry to those pinball content creators who worked hard. Apology accept. I don't give a shit. Who worked hard to become eligible, especially those in the new categories. I guess, would that be me? The categories removed from 2023 will be the following. Fucking everything. Favorite pinball streamer, new pinball podcast. Or favorite pinball podcast, new pinball podcast, pinball YouTube channel. God, it's so dumb. Is this... I don't know. Does it hit close to home? I guess. And also, it's pretty funny. Is Canada toxic? I guess. Yeah, he's been on the show in the past. He's just a clown. So, whatever. I guess we'll just cancel it all instead. Twippies. Oh my God. I don't know what to say about it other than it's funny. I think it's even funnier that it got canceled. People are making a big deal. I've gotten messages. It's what a hobby. Speaking of what a hobby, let's talk about how sales are doing on Pinside in the used market. Let me guess, terrible, right? Going down. Just pulling up for those listening. I'm popping on the old Pinside in the video, taking a look at some of this trash. Okay, we got Attack from Mars Remake LE, 13 grand. Good luck. That's funny. Walking Dead Pro, 8,900. Good luck. That's dumb. That's funny. Dialed in LE for 7,600. All right. Normal. Rush LE with Topper, 13 grand. Get fucked. So, yeah, some people are learning. Some aren't. Use dark mode, you barbarian. Well, it's funny. He was referencing the Chrome browser. It's all bright. It's the constant battle between dark mode of how Apple handles it versus what Chrome does. Like Chrome will try to sync it based on your Google profile, and then Mac will sometimes jump in, and then it'll try to replicate it on your phone and vice versa. It's all fucked. If they use the same API, maybe that may happen, but Google and Apple, they don't bang, I don't think Apple and Google bang. But dark mode, I agree. To save my retinas, to save my stuff. I'm usually in dark mode. All right. Let's keep going and see how close we are. Oh, this is a good one. Star Wars Comic Art Pro for $11,000. First come, first serve. Not taking deposits to hold. Price to move fast. Are you shitting me? Price to move fast at $11,000 for a Comic Art Pro? God, let's see what I sold a Comic Art Pro for just earlier this year. Let's see if I listed it for $11,000 to move it fast. All right, so June 4th, 2023. I had to list it twice because it wouldn't sell at $6,700. But he has a price to move fast at $11,000. Here's mine for those watching or seeing. The perfect condition, art blades, all that, $6,700 is what I was asking for. Now that the market is going down, aka crashing, I guess the better asking price now is $11,000. Pinside dark mode is right of the question mark in the top right. Thank you. Boom. Nailed it. I appreciate it. Now we're in dark mode. Oh, that's handy. Oh, yeah. Now we can look at this forever. Now we can talk smash about a lot of these market games in dark mode, in the comfort of our own dark mode. All right, favorites. Do I even have any favorites anymore? I have this Lord of the Rings Limited still, 11,500. Iron Man Pro Vault Edition, 5,800. Market's going down. I still don't own anything because fuck that. I don't want to lose money the second I buy a game. A lot of money. First time chat. Hey, lots of pinheads with their heads in the sand. Correct. I agree. And how do you... we're going to just guess how to say your name. Appreciate the chat. Yeah, I don't know. It's the same in the car market. If I pulled up some neurotic Excel sheets I have of trying to buy a Subaru STI that I'm going over the last 2 months, it's the same there. They just assume, oh no, it's still worth what I paid for during COVID because that's just how the world works. I know how money works. But any of those car enthusiasts out there, it's the wholesale. Well, there's a little difference between the wholesale and the used market, but the used car market has gone down 8% in 2 months, 4% each month, and just like last week it was a record like 1.7 in the wholesale, which is anything that's kind of a commodity is just going down, and people who think they're not immune to it, that's a bummer, man. Maybe learn a lesson. I did. I've learned that lesson in the past, hence why I don't have any pinball machines right now. But yeah, the market's going down. People are still asking for super high prices. Hey, Mabel. Yeah. I may have to take a break at any moment for like 2 seconds to take her potty because she's got some busted stuff going on. But yeah, Haiwawanyu Principles of Hapkyo Flow. Yep. We never spoke about the chewed up Lord of the Rings Wisconsin for 9,800. Which one, man? Wax and Chad talking about the chewed up Lord of the Rings in Wisconsin for 9,800. Yeah, there was one in my town for I think it was 10,000 or 10,500. A chewed up Lord of the Rings. I guess I would classify myself as a Lord of the Rings pinball machine expert. If anything, that's it. Everything else, don't listen to me. But on Lord of the Rings, there was one chewed up, quote unquote, especially for the Lord of the Rings, is look at the flippers, and my God, there's just, looks like plywood around the flipper buttons. Where, who cares, in the shooter lane is normal. But when you see a beat up Lord of the Rings and they're like, $10,000, cool, dude, not going to happen. The one from the other days ago, the Shire, send me a link. Yeah. Let's. I like to talk some shit about Lord of the Rings machines as much as I can because I get it. It's the theme, and people think it's always gonna be worth that much. Oh, thanks, man. Good thing I don't have it on here, right? God. So let me just do it the bad way. And pull it up like this, using 2 different computers. And is it the one in De Pere? Yeah, it's got to be. All right. Here we go. This one? Wonderful. Looking bad. 9,800. For those listening, the Shire is chewed to shit. This picture. There's a picture of just kind of not sure what this is for. Great. A really strange angle of the playfield. And then cracked Arwen plastic. Yeah, those things are just available everywhere. I figured you saw it, so I didn't even bother talking. Yeah, I did see it. I see most of these, and I kind of take a quick glance, and then I move on with my day. He won new. I can't say your name. Wan Yu. I'll say that. The next 6 months, we'll shake these guys out of the hobby. Will hurt, but all will be right after correcting. Yeah, I hope so. I wonder how long that correction is going to take. I don't know if we'll learn. I think I mentioned this last time, but right before I got out, and I think it's still here, this Lord of the Rings, that I offered someone $8,700 or $9,000. Yeah, and I was like, dude, you should take this. This one, if anyone isn't seeing it, it's basically a very great condition Lord of the Rings. I mean, it is one of the best on Pinside, if not the best. And I was like, yeah, hey, you should take this deal and buy it. Or sell it, and no, I'm gonna have to get what I paid out of it. That's just not how it works. But it's been sitting here for since June, so what is that? 6 months? Just 6 months. Not a big deal. Might not be the right price if it's been listed for 6 months. Did I get out? I got out. Physically, I don't have any machines, but mentally, no. It's an addiction. Oh yeah, I'm still in it. I still can't stop. I can stop thinking about it. I get longer and longer breaks from caring about it. But yesterday, so tied off on the Twippy funny thing. That is just that is awesome from afar. That's a meme. Just whatever. The Pinball Awards. Who cares? And talk a little smack about Pinside prices, which I want to see these Lord of the Rings get down to actual price of like $7,500, $6,500 to $7,500, and let's dance. But yesterday, or the last few days, Spooky announced, surprise, surprise, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Looney Tunes. Those longtime listeners may have caught one of those in the one we only did it one time, Mikhail and I and Rachel. 3 things that one of them is true, 2 of them are not. One of those was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Looney Tunes were announced from Spooky Pinball, the company that always makes perfect machines that don't break and hold their value on the secondary market perfectly. I personally am a lot bigger fan of Looney Tunes theme. If I were a betting man, I would bet that the market will say the same thing. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I do not think holds its own with the likes of the big ones like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, even, Alien. I'll say good horror movies. Texas Chainsaw is garbage movie, in my opinion. But Looney Tunes, big fan. Wax, you're basically living any Linkin Park song lyrics. I strive to. I strive to live around Linkin Park lyrics. But yeah, Looney Tunes announced by Spooky Pinball. Not very spooky title, but in the likes of Scooby-Doo going around this, cartoony kind of thing. Taking a look at this trailer here, I want to note a couple things. A lot of orange. Okay, a lot of orange. When I think Looney Tunes, do I think orange? No. But I guess I don't know what color I would. Orange. I mean, what are people doing with orange these days? You guys get off on orange? I don't know. Not me. 2 flipper buttons. We'll see. I don't know. I'm of 2 minds. Pun intended on that. I want to say obviously, but I'm not 100% sure. Will the other button control the upper flippers? I mean, probably, but from people who play a lot, no one plays a lot of P3, but people who have played P3, they don't really like the multi-flipper buttons thing. But they got them on Looney Tunes, multi-flipper buttons. Blood Orange Kiss Edition. That's right. Orange. So I do like the little Bugs Bunny laser cutout on the lollipop rails. It's nice. A lot of orange. Not enough orange on the sides, so let's paint them fucking ramps orange. And the habit rails. Okay. All right, I gotta go on YouTube. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get in theater mode. What are we doing? It's all right. Okay. Okay, and the main color, what they've decided to use, which is interesting, the main color of some of the video assets is orange as well. Let's see, have they painted the apron? Oh, they've decided to use orange for the apron. That's nice. Okay. It looks cool. I mean, really, aside from the orange, I'm actually pretty impressed. I know better than to say... Hey, man, thanks for the follow. I know better than to say that it's going to come out swinging and work perfectly. It won't. Yeah, but I want it to. 4 wacky ramps. Yeah, it is true. They have some neat returns. Orange, mind you. Connect the shots. What does that mean? I think they talk about it in the 20-minute videos that they released earlier today. That I'm not gonna spend 40 minutes watching 2 pinball videos, but over 20 shot paths, including repeatable ramps and loops. Repeatable ramps and loops. Is that new? Okay. The boing sound when they're hitting the flippers. I hope that's not every time. Yeah, there is a shadow vibe in here. Wax said, which is a good move. Yeah, especially the angles of some of the ramps and the almost the horseshoe like returns. I'm a fan of looking at this layout first and foremost. Of watching this trailer a couple times. Of all the spooky layouts, and maybe they just keep improving. This is my favorite for sure. Not even close. This one way more than Texas Chainsaw. This layout is way better than that one. Especially with the orange. Yeah, they have some interesting third and fourth flipper shots that seem to... I mean, this very well choreographed, all right, video make them look very smooth and repeatable. Now, this 360 whirling Taz. The Tasmanian Devil is not known to twirl gently through the night. He is meant to twirl like a fucking maniac. So I'm hoping that this twirl goes a little faster. I mean, it's not going to break, it's not going to ruin my opinion of the game. Oh, fuck this. He only spins 1 mile an hour. I'm out. But, I should make him... I mean, in the orange video assets, he's spinning quite fastly. Hey, in the machine, he's basically ballerina twirling very slow. They have along with the shadow magnet in the back as well, like Wax has mentioned, beyond the actual ramps. Yeah, they taking some good inspiration. I'm impressed with what I see. I just want it to work. That's the only thing. If Stern showed this, you wouldn't be thinking, oh, well, I hope it delivers. Like, it'll deliver. I mean, maybe there'll be some unfinished code, or maybe there'll be, a couple things, but it'll work. This is like, well, a couple things. First, will they make it on time? Probably. Spooky's generally known to get games out. Not the fastest ever, but they stand by what they say, and if not, they communicate, which is awesome. I haven't experienced good customer service with them, mind you. Other people always say they have, not me. But so the first barrier of entry was will it work? Yeah, So when I spend $8,000 to $10,000, I usually want it to work. And how much? Yeah. Second, Wax says, how much hot glue have they used? Under 1 gallon, I'm in. So that's a rough barrier of entry as well. That's a It's a high ask, tall order. So 1, will it work? 2, how much hot glue have they used? Under 1 gallon. 3, go back to does it work? 4, how long does it work for? And then how soon will it break? Those are the things with spooky games. It looks great. You know, the mechs are really cool. Wile E. Coyote's a badass. He's on there. He's got TNT. He blows shit up because he's thug. All right, gameplay features. 4 flippers. Incredible. Space rocket ball lock. You know, okay. I don't know, maybe pinball, they always try to just make a ball lock sound like, oh, this new fucking thing, it's crazy. It's a space rocket ball lock. It's a ball lock. Yeah, it's a ball lock. Or when they talk about, mayhem multi-ball or this, it's multi-ball. All right, we got 360-degree whirling Taz. Okay. Carnivorous Vulgaris TNT detonator. So a mech. Flipper backside ball lock. Again, a ball lock. Lifted captive ball. A captive ball. Well, all right, the magnetic. 4 ramps. Interactive Acme crate. Desert cliff orbit diverter and ball lock. Okay, ball lock. Acme, a magnet. Acme vault orbit kicker. A kicker. Whirlometer. I mean, this sounds like, and they're not the only ones to do this, a feature list. Like, you have to go to features to sell something. I mean, you didn't, maybe it could be wrong, but like when Super Mario Brothers 3 came out, it wasn't like, well, okay, no, it's true. They'd say like how many levels they have. For a while, that's kind of the Genesis Nintendo era where they would list gameplay features. But it wouldn't say like gray cartridge, 15 levels, 2 easy modes. Okay, actually, they might of some of that. But if they would have said 3 lives or push start button to start, uses all buttons on the controller. Okay? I don't know. I'm not telling me that it has 4 ramps isn't okay. Okay, collector's edition, Bugs Bunny topper, complete metallic powder coat package. Yeah, you tell him, Mabel. Powder coat package, which is orange. Interior art blades, numbered plaque, RGB LED flipper buttons, Wily speaker inserts, orange. Direct print black glass orange, Bugs orange, Bunny armor orange. LED speaker system, which has orange in it. Magnetic display panel and apron art orange. Fluorescent orange plastic protectors and more orange. Most likely. I added the last part, more orange, but I assume whatever they use, it will be orange. Yeah, no, I remember Sega Blast Processing. But that's Blast Processing. Wax is talking about it. I mean, that's a feature. I will pay. I was stupid enough to buy a 32X instead of a Saturn. I just was like, I wanted better voice. The complete audio package in Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis was not there. But if you got 32X version, you got all of it. All the voice announcement, everything. And I needed that. So I spent $150 on a 32X. Didn't regret it until I realized what I had done, which was roughly 2 weeks later. After playing a shit ton of Mortal Kombat 2 and Star Wars Arcade. Oh, the mailman's here. I don't want, and he's driving up the driveway. It means he's going to come to the door. I don't want this. No one wants this. All right. I'm going to go deal with this. Give me 1 second. There's no reason for that. 2023, we don't want to talk to people or see people. But yeah, 32X. Go buy a 32X. Go get a Mega SG from Analog. Get a 32X on there, and you'll have fun. But yeah, Looney Tunes by Spooky. The Oranges game of 2024? I suppose. Texas Chainsaw, I watched like half the trailer and just I don't know. I don't care because Texas Chainsaw. Never liked the movies. I wouldn't want that theme in the house. I think it's kind of it's like a Jolly Good type of soda. Texas Chainsaw. It's like it's not good. I mean, you can have it if you need something. Yeah. Anyways, Looney Tunes pricing limited to 888 units. Collector's edition is $9,700. Bloodsucker edition is $9,000. Standard edition is $8,300. Direct print cabinet upgrade is $1,500. I wonder if there's an orange delete option. I would like to delete a lot of that. No, I did not have CD and Night Trap. I had Night Trap on the PC because that was when, Night Trap and Mad Dog McCree, honestly. Mad Dog McCree, let's Google this for everyone. Spelled it wrong, but thanks, Google. Mad Dog McCree was one of my and my good buddy's most played game in that era. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 would play again. Mad Dog McCree. I think it was also on Sega CD. Full playthrough. Let's just get this going while we talk about pinball because it's Mad Dog McCree. Full game walkthrough, 13 minutes. I remember it taking me a lot longer than 13 minutes to fucking beat this game. Oh, God. For anyone that has played this, there you go. There's a little audio for you. 1990 by American Laser Games. Now that is a video game company name. American Laser Games. Fucking A. Yeah. Cool. All right. American Laser Games. Maybe if Galactic Tank Force was made by American Laser Games, but let's keep that going. Yeah, okay. Looney Tunes. Looks cool. Does it say when it comes out? If anyone in chat knows, tell me when it comes out. I'm guessing not by the end of the year. Sometime in... it goes on sale today at 9 a.m. Awesome. Cool. Texas Chainsaw. Don't care. I only see the one version. This orange version must be the collector's edition. That just doesn't look right. Too much orange to me. But I'm looking forward to playing it. I don't know if I'm looking forward to playing it as much as Mad Dog McCree or Night Trap. Today, they released a couple videos for Texas Chainsaw and Looney Tunes. 20 minutes. I think it's from Zach and Craig, right? Yeah, Zach and Craig from Straight Down the Middle. You know what also? They also run a company called Flippin' Out Pinball, and happily, this show is sponsored by Flippin' Out Pinball.
When I buy my pinball shit, I buy from Flippin' Out. From toppers, sharp blades, reels, I've got it figured out. Flippin' out, figured out. When I think of pinball, I think flippin' out. Flippin' out, figured out. When I buy from Flippin' Out. Buy.
Thanks, Zach and the Flippin' Out team for your continued sponsorship. Yeah, they made 2 20-minute videos. One for each Looney Tunes and Texas Chainsaw. Oh, go check them out on the... let me make sure this is on the Straight Down the Middle page, or it's a spooky... Straight Down the Middle, yeah. Straight Down the Middle, you can... have a lisp suddenly? I'm having a stroke, ladies and germs, on this show. Yeah, go check out the 20-minute long videos. I just want to play it. What if they answer those inevitable questions? 1, does it work? 2, how much glue? 3, does it work? 4, when will it break? What if they're answering that? But, yeah, okay. What else has been happening lately? Because I haven't been paying attention, aside from random texts about, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? Behind the scenes spooky, blah, blah, blah. Just, GTF. I wonder if Kale will talk about this on Electric Backcast. Continued issues with GTF, let's say. I don't want to say much more than that. But things are getting worse and they're getting better? Question mark. I'm not sure if better is the right word. There's movement. Not everything works. Not everything will work on American pinball games. There's rumors that there's 4 more games coming out, right? Nah. There's no way they last. Does anyone think... Please write into pinballpartypodcast@gmail.com if you actually think that American pinball can last through 2024. Like, I mean, they're probably already not making a profit, or they're probably breaking even at best, but actually last beyond. I mean, GTF is a flop, right? I mean, it is. Background, Mad Dog McCree, what am I doing? It's a flop. It's a bad game. Doesn't play well. Breaks a lot. People don't seem to like it that much. A, does it work? Not all the time. B, how much glue? I don't think a lot of glue, actually. But, yeah. Cuphead, I mean, come on. Like, it's in the same realm of Looney Tunes as like cartoon and all that. Again, Cuphead, a rumored title from American Pinball. But if you're going to... One, you got to make a game that works. In that theme, if Galactic Tank Force didn't sell, Cuphead is popular for like a very niche group of hardcore video game fans. It's a hard game, other than it looks great, like the old school kind of Disney animation, which it looks awesome. It is not a theme that half the people in this world, not even like an eighth of a 16th of people on this planet maybe know what Cuphead is. And enough to spend $10,000 on it? Not happening. Oh, Kale just texted me. They just finished recording an episode. Hopefully they talk a little bit about this. But go check out the Electric Backcast for more information on how well GTF is doing. Now, for those listening, but for those watching, like this is still a top game of 1990, Mad Dog McCree. You used your mouse to shoot people. It was an FMV game, full motion video. Janky is all shit. Go play it. It's probably free, or you can probably run it on like a pocket watch at this point. Great game, though. What's Stern doing? Haven't announced Jaws yet, officially, right? I know they had a recent triple drain on. And did they talk about... Well, they beat around the bush of is Keith Elwin's next game Jaws or not? Chochu Bob says AP should hang it up, no question. Of course. I mean, let Stern or JJP just absorb whatever assets might be still worth it, or the employees that give a shit. It's not to say they're bad people, but it's not working, bruh. It's not working out. Hot Wheels was cool. Yeah, I think maybe is that the kind of legacy of American Pinball? Hot Wheels was cool. Yeah, that's it. And they hired the Sonic guy, right? I forget his name. Forgive me. The Sonic Spinball homebrew game guy. Man, what a waste. Ugh. What are they thinking? I mean, are they delusional over there? Like, oh, it's going good. It's going good. Keep doing it. Keep on keeping on. We're kicking ass. We sold about 20 games. Yeah, Jaws. Not officially announced by Keith Allen or the Triple Drain. Go check that out. I did see that on the treadmill for a little while. They went through some games that they don't think should be on the top 100 that aren't. But yeah, a lot of rumors and speculation on what Jaws is. There's a big info dump from, I think it was Canada. I think it had this thing, and then everyone picked it up and looked at it, and I saw some of it, and I can say that I've heard that some of that is true, which is cool. I won't say what. SE built 300 games, only sold 20, but oh well. Yeah. The rules for Elwin, Elizabeth Gisecki, I think that's how you pronounce it. Gisecki? It's a rough last name. My apologies. That game's just going to smash ass. I've heard second, third hand from people who've played it that it is the best game they've ever played. Period. That it is. You thought Godzilla was good, this is even better. And I don't think it's hyperbole. I think it's just... Yeah. If something can help unsoften this market, erectify this market, stop making it flaccid, it's Jaws by Keith Elwin. Great theme, way better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I think actually Looney Tunes is up there with just as good of a theme as Jaws when it comes. I mean, it's fucking Looney Tunes. And Looney Tunes really caters to the older gentlemen that may or may not have more money than the 10-year-olds that would be interested in fucking Cuphead. What the fuck? Don't do Cuphead. My God. Or do Cuphead and just go out of business. Yeah. Elwin is the thing. Elwin the pinball machine. That's the game after Jaws. It's just Keith Elwin. Limited edition. It's just a game about him. And the modes are his pinball games. So the Jurassic Park mode, where, well, you just go through paddocks. His game, Keith Elwin Super LE, is all of those games in one, where the mechs change up and down on the playfield. You heard it here first. The ramps come up and down on the playfield. Zero hot glue in the game. You start the Jurassic Park mode, the whole game turns into Jurassic Park. Start the Godzilla, starts in Godzilla Iron Maiden. There's an option to turn on or turn off AIQ, because Avengers is, it's fine. I don't mind Avengers, but I mind it because it's, well, I think everyone that knows it knows what I'm talking about. Like, it's cool for a little bit, but like it's too much. It's too heady. And the rest of his games like middies, it's just too much. There's a reason why Avengers is not in the other pack up on Pinside. What's up, Electric Bat? I'm assuming that's Kale. Hey man, I said that they should go listen to the backcast because you may talk about GTF and how great it's doing. So yeah, I'm sorry we missed you. We were recording another episode. Apology accepted, Captain Nida. American Pinball. What the hell's going on? Lol, we did talk about it. GTF. Yeah, so go listen to Electric Backcast with Kale and Rachel. They'll tell you how great GTF is doing. AIQ for everyone who thinks Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Wars, or Game of Thrones and Star Wars are too simple of games. If you need to do some calculus, get some derivatives going while you're shooting pinball machine, a pinball, play AIQ. And if you like the modes to end when you inevitably drain, I'm not a huge fan of that. And you can't really restart the modes. I haven't played it enough, right? Like you play the mode, oh, I fucked it up. That's over. That's done. Oh, cool. So I guess I'll keep hitting shit. All right. Yeah, where's it going? Avengers Infinity Quest. Number 20 on Pinside. It's still not bad, I don't think it belongs there. If Keith Elwin didn't do it, I think it would be number 69, lol, but it's not. Taking a look here, Guns N' Roses at 24. Nah, that should be in the hundos. Just looking at Pinside, top 100, just kind of scrolling, just aimlessly. The game's not good. In fact, it's bad. Yeah, this list. This list ain't great. Did we talk about the price drops from? I think so. From Stern and the Turtles and Led Zeppelin. That should go down further for more games. If you take a look at the in-stock list of some of these distros, ooh, mama, they got some games in stock. They need to make some money. I don't know how some survive this. I definitely would go out of business. I would be if I owned a distribution company like Flipping Out Pinball, I'd be out of business. Faux show. I would make very stupid decisions. And at this point, it would eat me alive. Yeah. They need to discount more of these games. There's rumors that not a, I don't want to say price drop, but if there's a time to do it, you could maybe keep the same price for Jaws. The next JJP, if it's something as wonderful as a theme as Elton John, I wouldn't be asking that money for it. How is that game doing? Anyone playing Elton John in real life, IRL? I don't know if it's selling. Are people playing it? owner. Let's see. Elton John owners on pin side. 15. Okay, but they just started making them. Wonder how they're doing. Is there any ratings on them? Oh, God. It's too much text. TLDR. Let's see what this... Yeah, the takeaway. Thank you. The only review on Elton John on Pinside. Well, they probably own it, so, here we go. As much as I enjoy The Godfather, this first impression of this design may be my favorite JJP game to date. I still need to explore the rules, but the modes that I cracked at... But the modes that I cracked at were well choreographed. All right. And communicated very well. Sometimes familiar is good. I agree. I actually like fan layouts, and I like most of Steve Ritchie layouts. He's not saying this is Jason talking. I agree. I like fan layouts. Sue me. Back to this review. This game feels familiar, but is not a bad thing. It feels like a Steve Ritchie 3-flipper design, and it feels like a 3-flipper Steve Ritchie design made with the quality that Williams used to produce. Sure. Okay. Cut that price in half and got yourself a fan. I don't know if I can justify that. Well, with the Texas Chainsaw and Looney Tunes gobbling up some cash this morning at 9 a.m., I bet some people played it. Spooky Pinball. Can we see if they sold out? I forget. Oh, we have to be a Spooky Fan Club. Jeez. I think I have one. Well, if you're on your website, you can't even see the current games for sale of Looney Tunes or Texas Chainsaw, so that's a bummer. Interesting. Okay. They'll probably sell out over time. But be careful for those newish to the hobby, especially from COVID, spooky games. They get some pretty good themes, and Total Nuclear Annihilation, it's a great game. They can kind of hit or miss on quality. Hopefully they keep learning. It seems like they are. Their heart's in the right place. But let's see if Looney Tunes and Halloween ends up working. All right, I got to cut this short and go. I got some stuff to do. Finally, I'm not bored anymore. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll stream again soon. All right, thanks everyone. See you later.